And ladies and gentlemen, game number 2 of TSYMQ versus the side of them. TSYMQ is one game away from moving on to losers bracket finals, them looking to force a game 3. For the side of TSYMQ, we've got Druid, Shima, then Clausewitz, and you guessed it, Clausewitz. For the side of them, we've got Ledge Elbing, Lucian, Ledge Elbing. We've got Ledge Venezia, Worcester, Defense, and a Rhode Island. So, initial thoughts as I look into this. First off, Rhode Island does give a battleship to the side of them. They have narrow health advantage because of that, but it's not major. What I'm really interested in is the difference here in the DD picks. So you see for the side of them, they're running two Shimas. Shimas are going to have the lowest detection in the game. They're going to be able to smoke stuff up. You're going to expect for TSYMQ. Shimas have lowest detection in the game. They're going to be able to smoke up one or two of the Clausewitzes if they want. So you expect they're going to be paired with Clausewitzes to smoke them up. Druid's a really interesting choice. It's cheap, so you bring it, and it may have been what they had. I don't have the point totals off the top of my head available, but it's not what you expect to be brought. Now, it does give you the advantage of having all of its guns in one place, so you can focus, but that can also be a disadvantage. Now, Clausewitz are going to be able to farm down the Rhode Island very quickly, the defense very quickly, and if they can hit the DDs, they'll crush the DDs. The challenge is hitting the DDs. Venezia with the smoke is going to be interesting to watch, and we're going to have to watch that Worcester as well. But as we look into initial placement, you're going to see Shima go here. He's going to look to try to take that cap. Disadvantage for him is the fact that there's going to be a Worcester that's going to be positioned there. The Worcester position there radars him. He cuts out, and if he's not careful, he dies immediately, Wolfpack. If he dies, these Clausewitz have to just do a big U-turn straight back because there's no way they can survive against 4. On this side, you're going to see the Shima take a narrow line here. You're going to see the Clausewitzes push as well, and they're going to see what they can find. Watch this Druid. This Druid's going to have a little bit of a surprise angle here to be able to help on the Lucian, but we're going to have to see, and we're just going to get into this because this is about to pop off. Lucian already hydroing. Remember, Lucian only has 5.8 kilometer detection, 5.5 kilometer hydra. So the Lucian will be spotted first, and Druid is going to be in a prime spot to smash him as he gets spotted. There's the radar pop. The radar pop, though, is not going to be in time to stop the cap. And so now Yawen has to run. He's going to run, but this has also enabled the Lucian of Takbeer to be spotted, and Takbeer is going to be the focus, and this is who you want to focus. Lucian, yes, he can do the major heals, but you want to just nuke his health. And they do a very good job of lowering down his health. They take 6k off. Yes, you've lost a third of the health on your Shima, but you got the cap. You know a lot of what's up here already, especially with that Elbing having been spotted, and he's going to have to be very careful. He should be, yeah, he'll dodge those. He dodges the wall of Torps. But you know that an Elbing's up there, you know a Lucian's up there. And they had Medzuko also spotted, so you have a pretty good idea for your TSYMQ where everything is. Rhode Island also spotted moving north, so the Rhode Island's going to try to get to this. And now this becomes a challenge. So Rhode Island is going to try to get up here. Lucian's going to take the cap. Shima's going to be stuck there. He can't back into it immediately. But Druid has the ability to reposition. So the Druid may say, you know what? We're going to lose the cap. There's too much here. Let me go straight down here and see what I can find. Defense is there, though, and ready to farm him. So that's going to be a danger. Clausewitzes are very slow, but you're going to see this going to be just a full-on push. Shima's going to keep spotting, and that's going to become a full-on push. But you can see already as we go that it's just, you know, A is lost. They got it briefly. They got points off of it. I mean, they got points off of it, but it's been lost for the moment. And you can see both teams now transitioning. Now, what we're going to watch for is, do the Shima and the Clausewitzes at some point say, hey, we're not being spotted, let's turn around. Problem with that is that this Rhode Island is really locked in here. He does use the radar, so that'll confirm that there's nothing poking up towards him. But he's really locked in here. Now this becomes the challenge of how quick can you kill? Druid, remember, he has the guns. As we look at the Druid, you'll see distinct lack of ability to torp. And so that provides an issue, because if the Druid had torps, you could, if you'd seen the defense, just send him on a run at the defense right now and say, hey, defense, I'm trading you out. But they can't because of that incapability, which is why, as I was talking about earlier, it's weird that they went for the Druid. Druid is not what you would expect the focus to be there. You can see the Clausewitz split here. So you can see EQ going forward, FLS on the edge, and they're going to try to just force, if I can get to this Venezia, because he is skating all the way on the edge. They're going to just try to keep forcing Bogdan back. Really nice shots here. He's also going to take a torp. It looks like he might have just dodged them. He has dodged them. He dodges the Shima torps. Shima of James Wu took a chunk from something, though. And I feel like them's in the very, very strong position right now, as we look at everything. I mean, why I say that is you've now only got 2 ships up here for the side of TSYMQ. They've got to deal with a Rhode Island here, and they're not even concerned about the Lucian Elbing yet. Meanwhile, down here, the Elbing's going to be able to smoke the Worcester, and the Worcester can sit here, which will give radar coverage, ability to hit the Clausewitz, ability to hit the Shima, and monitoring. And the defense is sitting there. Now, defense does have to deal with the fact that he's got a Clausewitz aiming at him, but we're going to watch and see how they go from there. Defense actually in a worse spot than I initially thought, because he's got a yo-yo back and forth right now. The Worcester farm forced to turn out because they know that the defense is critical. So if they lose the defense, if them loses the defense, you are going to therefore then have no protection on B. It also removes the linchpin. This has forced the Worcester back. Instead of being able to cut down here, he has to cut back into mid and watch. And defense is just getting absolutely farmed. Clausewitz of FLS continues to move forward, which forces the defense to cut forward, but that moves the defense into Panda's range. And that also now means that the Druid is able to open up, and you can see the Druid, he's not doing a ton per shot, but it's just the rate of fire that's big. And there's the fires. Yeah, defense is not long for this world. Heal is up in a second. He'll get that going. But it may not matter. He moves forward. He gets out of one Clausewitz range, but the other Clausewitz right now is doing an admirable job of keeping him in check with that heal. That heal has basically done nothing this entire time. It's been just 6,000 or 7,000 health for him the entire game. And now B's about to be taken. Points are 70 differential right now. Narrow lead for the side of them, but that's going to change here in just a moment. Clausewitz of EQ taking a lot of damage to get out of here as well, and with the Druid smoke going down, they have to rely on... Oh, nope, they are going to open up Wenro again. Wenro opens up, they get him down. There's first blood, but now EQ has to be very careful because he has a lot of focus on him. Elbing in smoke. Shima's going to run into the Elbing here, and this is not good for the Shima, because that Venezia is going to feast on him if they're not careful. Meanwhile, Druid of Wenro spotted. Worcester puts some shots out onto him, does bring him down to 16-7. He will be able to heal. Clausewitz, though, of EQ spotted, and he is going to die. Shots are in. They just miss. He keeps backing up, though. He's going to take the shots. He keeps trying to yo-yo. Here it is. There's the kill. Return fire from the Elbing of Meduzco. Will get him. That will bring the lead back up to 80 points. However, the Shima of James Wu moving in to take B, and the Elbing will not be able to contest that. And a secondary eye we're going to keep is this Venezia. Venezia has 2 heals left, 30,000 health. That's a secondary focus. That health is still virtually the same. Meanwhile, as we check into the A side of the map, Rhode Island of Deepest Dungeon is cutting down the map. He's already used several heals and DCPs. He's at 45,000 health. He won't be able to be set on fire for a while here. But the issue is still that he's down to 43,000 and they've moved him. So you move him out, which is nice because you want to get him into the game. So you're bringing him down so that you can challenge and test onto B. But by doing this, you have now given the option for the Clausewitz to move forward, the Druid to move forward, and they see the Elbing and the Clausewitz, and they're going to focus the Elbing. Elbing gets forced out, and then suddenly that's an open third cap, and TSYMQ once again will have major map control. Elbing at 24-5 can't heal, but I will take a Druid in a fight against an Elbing at that points. And look at this Lucian and Shima just narrowly shadowing each other. Good hit on Tangioli. Rhode Island forced to turn, and they found the Shima. Shima spotted. James Wu goes down. They get the Shima with the Wooster radar. That is a second kill for the side of them. And they're now going to have access to B because it's just a closet down south. And that might do it. TSYMQ in disarray right now. They've got to find kills. They can't have B. And when that cap's taken, it'll be just a minute 20 until victory for the side of them. And so TSYMQ has to get into caps and quickly. Problem is that Rhode Island, they're sitting there saying, hey, don't forget about me. I'm still here. Venezia does have smokes ready. Down to 25,000. Watch, but right now, yeah, barring a miracle, this game's over because I'm looking for where you get the points quick enough. You have the shots on the Lucian. The Lucian, though, is popping the heal. Lucian's got to be the focus. And he is going to be the focus, but you need the kill now. And remember, Rhode Island has a radar ready. And so, yeah, Lucian at 10-4. He's getting to DCP. He's got the heal going. This is desperation. It doesn't matter. Down goes the Clausewitz. That'll do it. Them pulls it back. They lose their map pick, but they win the next one. And we have a Game 3 on our hands between them and TSYMQ.